Did your check engine light recently illuminate but your car still seems to be driving perfectly fine? You could be dealing with a very specific emissions system fault hidden underneath your vehicle. The P2277 diagnostic trouble code stands for oxygen sensor signal biased, or stuck rich regarding bank 2 sensor 3. This is a standard code for almost all vehicles from 1996 and newer in the United States. To break that down, this refers to the very last oxygen sensor in your exhaust system, located past the second catalytic converter on the side of the engine that does not contain cylinder number 1. The main job of this downstream sensor is simply to monitor how efficiently your catalytic converter is cleaning up the harmful exhaust gases before they leave the tailpipe. When the engine computer notices that the electrical voltage signal from this specific sensor is constantly stuck in a rich condition, meaning it senses too much fuel and not enough air in the exhaust, it triggers this code. Because this is a rear monitoring sensor and not the primary sensor that adjusts your engine fuel mixture, the most common symptom is simply a bright check engine light on your dashboard. You usually will not notice any major drivability problems, though occasionally the engine might run slightly rough. The underlying causes for this stuck-rich signal usually come down to a contaminated or internally failed oxygen sensor. However, it can also be caused by physical damage to the sensor wiring harness, a leaking engine coolant passage, incorrect fuel pressure, a faulty purge solenoid valve, or a dripping fuel injector. To tackle the fix, your first step is to get under the car and visually inspect the sensor and its wiring. Look closely for melted wires touching the hot exhaust, bent connection pins, or heavy corrosion. You should also check for any exhaust leaks nearby. If you have a digital volt ohm meter, you can test the harness resistance. A healthy rear oxygen sensor should show a fluctuating voltage between 0 and 1 volt while the engine is running warmly. If yours is stuck at exactly 1 volt even when you rev the engine, the sensor is likely dead. If replacing the sensor, always buy an original equipment manufacturer brand for the best reliability. If crawling under your car or testing electrical voltage while the exhaust is blazing hot sounds like a terrible way to spend your weekend, it is the perfect time to visit a local mechanic. They can safely lift the vehicle, pinpoint the exhaust issue, and get your emissions system working cleanly again.